Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Sonic Generations, the finale of Sonic's portion of the game, actually. So, yeah, this part's a bit longer because we got to get through 2 bosses and the ending cutscene and all that.
We've been doing this commentary since 2011. What the fuck is the whole?
And
I didn't think Sonic Generations was that long of a game.
I mean, we gotta do Breath of the Wild now, right? If we can do this.
to make it fair to Ryan, who hasn't said anything, the rest of the 5 of us are going to say nothing for the next 30 minutes. Ryan, it's all you, buddy.
Shoes on the other foot now, bucko.
Okay, so have we already got the key? Please tell me we. Oh no.
No, we need to
gotta do
do
Planet
one more
Whiz.
challenge act. Yeah, I got to do one more act.
So you have to do one challenge from each zone, right? You can't just do 3 Crisis
Yeah.
City ones. Okay.
At least they don't make you do classic and modern.
I'm assuming
that'd be
this
kind
was
of
an
annoying.
accident. Landing in front of the boss door.
Yeah.
Open the door already!
I don't want to deal with the bee.
You don't have to engage in a conversation with the bee.
Yeah, you're right. They should have just gotten rid of this.
No, but I'm also thinking, it's like Ryan's like, yeah, I can leave all this in. Like, this is fine.
Classic BrainScratch, baby!
Please tell me they at least made Time Eater a little bit less of a visual clusterfuck.
Nope.
No.
Nah.
No,
It's the same as it ever was.
Time meter is completely unchanged. Yeah.
They bothered to give all these new voiceovers, but they didn't bother to change. That looks like a homing shot. That looks like a homing shot. That looks like a homing shot.
You know what? It's time for the Skyward Sword tangent, because the Skyward Sword remaster did what I wish this fucking game did. It shut the annoying companion up.
No, not Fi.
Well, I mean, Fi still talks, right? But she's not constantly interrupting you to give you obvious tutorial information anymore.
Master, there's a 17% chance that your Wiimote battery is almost dead.
Unlike her 3 siblings.
But at that point, change your fucking batteries.
You know that thing Navi would sometimes do? That was bad. You know that thing Navi would sometimes do, where there would be a notification that would blink, and you could voluntarily talk to her, right, to hear whatever tutorial information she had for you.
Oh, that thing! I thought you were talking about the things she sometimes do at night for us.
She's a little glowing ball of light. I don't know how much she could do.
Hey!
Yeah. Like Woohoo and Spirit and Secret Rings.
Ted, we don't fucking kink shame here, buddy. Fuck you.
Okay. I mean, I also don't know how voluntary it is in Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask, considering that she won't stop saying, "Hey, listen," until you talk to her. Like, literally one of the oldest video game memes on the internet.
Even then,
is
she
how
only
annoying
says
she is.
listen if you actually hit the prompt to talk to her.
What? She'll say listen once as the notification sound that there's something for her to say, and you can ignore her and she'll leave you alone. And Fi operates on the same logic in the remaster. Also, the game doesn't forget that you already picked up miscellaneous ingredient number 225 after every time you save and turn off the game.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's something that they had fixed since the Wii U remakes, because in Twilight Princess, every time you picked up a blue rupee, Link was like, "Oh my god, this is such a cool blue rupee." Every time
I've never seen this before. You've literally seen it 5 minutes ago.
Now, I'm pretty sure that only happens with treasure chests in Twilight Princess.
I didn't play the original version, so I couldn't tell you for sure. All I know is that apparently people seem to think that the remakes of Twilight Princess and the remake of Wind Waker are exclusive Wii U games for some reason. These remasters of a game from the GameCube are an exclusive for the Wii U.
I mean,
People seem to
they
think
are.
that.
The Wii U is really short on exclusives.
Hold on, wait. I don't get the argument. They are.
No, they're not, because you can play them on the GameCube.
But those are
But
the
they're not the
originals,
remasters.
the actual remasters.
they're 80.
Yeah.
You
You mentioned the remaster specifically.
Aha, get
so
fucked for it all.
that doesn't
They're
work.
the same game.
They're not the same game.
They're basically the same. Listen.
No, they're not. They're literally not.
So Sonic. So you're saying that Sonic 1 on the Sega Genesis is not exclusive.
Whoa! Now you're shifting to Sonic. Hold on, stick to Zelda. You fucking goal shifter.
Okay, fine. So you're saying that Zelda 1 for the NES.
You know who you are? You're the fucking goalpost in Crisis City. You're moving.
I'm trying to move back
close.
to the first goalpost, and
so
you're
close.
interrupting me. So you're saying that Zelda 1 for the NES is an exclusive for the NES because the Zelda 1 on the Virtual Console is a different game.
Because that is literally a port. The Zelda remasters are
Those are also ports.
They're not. They're in hard. No, they're not just a port. It's a remaster. Those are two. Those. I mean, I get what you're saying, but technically speaking, the remasters are actually different games. They are not one to one the original.
I would disagree.
They're not one to one the original.
Somewhere in the middle, they change enough to be like a different experience in certain key ways. You know,
You cannot play the version of Wind Waker with the faster cell, the much better Triforce hunting, the enhanced graphics, the bloom you can take or leave with on the GameCube.
You can't play the version of Twilight Princess that looks good on the GameCube either. Shots fired. Anyway.
That looks like a homing shot, Lewis. Time for a change of pace.
Listen.
Yeah, I attached a Keese eyeball to
There
it.
is a Wind Waker and Twilight Princess on the GameCube, but you cannot call them the same games because they're not. So, for all intents and purposes, the remasters are exclusive to Wii U.
I think that I think you're being pedantic as shit if you think
I'm
that's
not being
the case,
pedantic. You're just wrong.
but- No, you're wrong.
You're just wrong.
No, you're wrong.
Anyway, Egg Dragoon here is our modern Eggman rep.
So is Resident Evil 4 Wii Edition exclusive to the Wii because that's the only version with Wii controls?
Yes.
Kind of.
Okay, then you're
Yeah.
that's the
You gotta find
stupidest
better examples, Ted,
that's
because you
the
keep shooting yourself in the foot.
No, that's the Resident Evil 4 is on every console. That's the
Yes,
stupidest.
but not the Wii edition because
No, this is just
the motion controls.
Listen, there's millions of games with exclusive content on different platforms. That doesn't make them a completely different game. It
But
just
the
means-
Wii edition is literally exclusive to the Wii.
No, it's not.
But I can't aim with my arms on the GameCube. Is the point?
I will bring up that the Wii controls change the experience substantially in more ways than one.
Yes,
mostly by
agreed.
breaking the game balance. That's a machine gun.
Lewis,
man.
sorry, Ryan, why?
Yeah, why start over? You already started to fight over.
What was that for?
I mean, it doesn't matter because it's infinite lives.
He needs the S rank, damn it.
Yeah. I
That's
was
a good
gonna
point.
say the S rank counts it as an imperfect
death.
run
A loss,
if you die. Yeah, so you start over. To
Which
retake
but
that.
isn't the case in Shadow. You can die in Shadow and still get the S rank.
It's true.
Yeah, it's very weird.
strictly time based.
It is so
Yeah, it's-
weird that they changed so many things in that way for the Shadow, but left the main game basically untouched, except for the live system.
Yeah, honestly, to keep the conversation on Sonic Generations specifically, because like everyone was hyping up like the Shadow stuff, and for good reason. And at the end of the day, it ends up being like well worth the hype and buzz for it. But I was also like interested to see if they were going to do anything to the base game, Sonic Generations, because
Same.
just to reemphasize, they delisted the original PC version of this game right before. They started hyping this release up, and now you can only get original generations on PC as part of a bundle. You can no longer buy the original by itself. So I was wondering if the re-release was going to add any quality of life tweaks outside of like infinite lives and all sort of shit, and the answer is not really.
Can you not go into the bundle and click on original generations to go to its store page?
No, you have to get it through the bundle.
To go off topic for just a second, I hate that Sega keeps doing that, because with Shin Megami Tensei 5, the Vengeance re-release for that, when that game got announced, they delisted Shin Megami Tensei 5 Vanilla from digital stores, and it's like, it's just shitty. I don't like when they do
No, I
that.
agree. I see no harm in just leaving the original generations alone.
It's like, I remember when the Grand Theft Auto trilogy came out and they made the definitive edition, and it was like the glitchiest, buggiest piece of shit collection you've ever seen.
With horrible graphic up like filters and shit like that.
Yeah, it's not the best way to play. So it's like, you want to play the original, but the thing is, Rockstar delisted the originals when they released definitive edition. And it's like,
yeah,
you got rid of the good version of Grand Theft Auto. What are you doing?
They want to charge you. They want to charge you full price for an old game. I think that's literally it.
Yeah, because that's the thing is that I'm sure Generations went on sale all the time.
Oh, wait, I see what they did. Okay, they kept original Sonic Generations in the bundle, but they slashed its price, so it's basically a free inclusion in the bundle now. Okay, so that's not terrible.
It's not terrible, but you cannot buy it individually anymore.
Yeah,
so you have to buy these other games if you want to buy original Generations.
I mean, there's not much reason to buy original Generations except for mods at this point.
Well, that's the thing, is if you're buying it on PC, you're doing it specifically for mods, and Sonic has a huge modding community, like one of the biggest among, arguably the biggest among platforms.
I would say arguably the biggest, yeah.
I mean,
like,
I don't know about you, but I was buying it
least.
specifically for the 60 frames per second.
Well, this version is 60 frames per second, so, you know, there's that, but, like...
And I guess also, if you preferred the original cutscenes.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that too. Like, if you want Rouge's, like, back covering to be lower, I guess?
Yeah, if you don't want the woke version.
I mean, I understand why they want to do it. It's to remove confusion in the storefront, so somebody doesn't accidentally buy Sonic Generations old when they wanted the shadow content or whatever.
Yeah.
I get why they do it. With that said, it's just kind of a blow to game preservation, and it's sort of anti-consumer.
I mean, it's interesting too, because like this is actually a pretty good remaster where it's pretty faithful to the original game. Like, I think we all think of Sonic Colors Ultimate and what a disaster that was compared to the original version.
I'm gonna say this is a bit tangential, but a blow to games preservation. I've never really gelled with that logic because like game preservation does not happen with the official releases. It just doesn't. Okay, the official releases are there when they're there, and they're not when they're not. Games preservation happens on the unofficial fronts. It happens on like preservation websites that keep backups of everything. You know, it's not.
Which sucks.
It's
like,
although I'm sorry, listener, but I was gonna say in terms of this is the cutscene that all of the changes I think are the worst. Because this starts it where modern Tales is a weird thing. Like, why don't we form a truce? Like, where the fuck does that come from? I also think, unequivocally, the line from the original, "We beat the sky every time," it's like it's our job or something, is a better line than "We beat the sky every time, our scorecard's flawless." Because in and of itself, it's like it's our job or something was a nice reference to Colors when Cubot says that to Eggman. Ian Flynn, you ruined my life.
I don't completely understand some of the rewritten lines. Yeah, it's like they were deliberately trying to remove a joke.
I mean, I think it's mostly just a matter of that context of Colors came out right before Generations, so that joke makes sense in that context.
Well, no, wait, Ted, I would say sorry, but even if you remove the context of that line having been in Colors, I still just think it's like it's our job or something. It's better than our scorecard's flawless, because it's not. Eggman fucking wins in Sonic Riders, and this part should have been removed. This part is still fucking the biggest pace breaker in the game. This whole section should have been removed. It's so fucking tedious.
I mean,
I agree, because like you can only get here once you have all the boss doors opened.
Can you miss the rival fights? I guess. Like, can you get here without fighting?
No,
yeah, I guess so. Yeah,
no,
I guess.
this section only unlocks after you've done everything, including beat Egg Dragoon. You cannot come here early and start placing emeralds there. You have to put in all 7 right now before you get a time eater. I don't know why this bit was included, because it's so stupid.
Yeah, regardless, it's slow and annoying.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
all you have to do is have like a Chaos Emerald slot thing where you see that like he puts them all in the slots all at once right at the entrance. Boom, done.
I like the idea of platforming around clock cogs to place the emeralds there. What I don't get is why we get all these boring little platforms instead of platforming on the clock cogs. It's like these people never played Castlevania before.
Yeah, it's just the presentation for this is very weird and haphazard and empty.
Thinking about it, I can't think, because Sonic Generations overall is a very well-made Sonic game. I can't think of another Sonic game that has such a sharp downtick in quality in like the last 10% as this game does.
Okay.
Like,
No, again, it's true. But again, so this I was mistaken. Every change in this cutscene is fucking terrible. Because again, Sonic makes a punch-in fist there when he should be if you want to avoid a beatdown. That's why he punches his fist together. Tails, if Tails says Eggman no wonder, why does he say he had little help? You, Ian Flynn, you cannot. Ian Flynn, you cannot.
I would have changed it to where he also said, like he said, he also had.
That's
a
the
little
thing.
help.
It's like you can't delete the setup for that line and have him still say he had little help. What are you talking about? You fucking fat prick.
Some of these lines honestly read as awkward as Sonic Adventure 2's lines do, and we all know why that was.
They do. But again, this is another case of you did not need to shoe in the dialogue of after Sonic Colors. Like we get it. Like we get it. We fucking get it. All right, we get it. Jesus Christ, we fucking get it.
The thing I notice about this cutscene is that Eggman's laugh when, like, he's going crazy and classic Eggman's giving him that look, that is taken exactly from the original. And I don't know, I just feel like there's some line reads that could just be kept as is.
But it's...
Or they were just asked to try and replicate it as close as possible for the specific bit, because I think it's just different enough. I did hear this scene for myself earlier, and it's not exactly the same.
No, yeah, I would say the laugh is different, but I guess but even all of the lines that are the same, they're still re-recorded.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry, but that is a step down from wow, will I really get that crazy? You know, like it's I want to say put my hands up. I know I sound like a fucking insane Redditor right now. In the grand scheme of things, it doesn't mean anything. I still hate myself as much as I did before I played this game. I'm just saying that you fucking ruined my life, Ian Flynn. How could you betray me?
I'm really glad that we're here. I'm really glad that you're here to witness Gareth Generations.
Again, it's like I'm only part of these parts because of these cutscenes. I would have skipped it. I'd be like, it's right, guys. It's the exact same game. Nothing more to say about it. But no, these cutscenes broke me. In a way, few things have broken me in the past.
And as someone that I just never give a shit about this game story at all, like I find it completely fucking superfluous.
That's the thing, though, because the story is still this. And again, it's just like again, I'm more just baffled about why they felt the change so much. That's the thing, because like again, the story itself is the same. Like the plot points, the beats are exactly the exact same. It's just they felt. And again, I'm curious if it was an Ian Flynn or if it was Sega who were like what? Again, Knuckles should say smack him when he's. They ruined it. He should be like.
Classic Gareth is asking, "Wow, will I really get that crazy?"
Oh my god, I know, right? It's just like Jesus Christ.
No, classic Gareth's like, well, I guess some things never fucking change.
No, classic Gareth's like, that's what happens when we get divorced. You get fucking insane and get obsessed with fucking video game changes and games. I'm like, oh god, kill me now.
I'm kind of in the middle between John and Gareth here. I really did not give a shit about the original story or script, but the specific changes made are confusing most of the time.
I feel like if they were gonna re-record all of this and rewrite all the lines, they should have gone the whole way and rewritten the whole story.
You know, Ted, if they had done it, if they had added more cutscenes, I think I would. If they had added more cutscenes and tried to flesh out the story, I think I'd be more okay with the changes. But the fact that everything is still the same, but again, most of the dialogue, it's the fact that so much of it, it's like copy my homework but change it a little bit. You know, it's such pointless changes to the dialogue that I'm just baffled about why that happened.
Speaking of things
I get
that
the
needed to
idea.
change,
Yeah, I get the idea behind it, the spirit behind it, because they want to make it more consistent with the more lore-friendly, like, writing that Frontiers introduced.
I think it's more just that they don't want Sonic's voice to sound one way in this part of the game and a different way in Shadow.
No, because again, to be fair, like I know in Frontiers, Roger he was directed to have a much deeper voice in the Shadow, but because timeline-wise, Shadow Generations takes place when Sonic Generations does. And Sonic's only in one scene in Shadow Generations. He sounds like he does here. He doesn't sound deeper. He has his more higher pitched voice. So even in that regard, why re-record everything? You know.
I mean, doesn't Shadow have a brand new voice actor from back then in Rouge too?
It's the same.
Okay.
No, the characters they had to redo were Espio had changed. And Silver and Knuckles. Those three had gone through different voice actors. Everyone, even Cream, Michelle Ruff, her first time voicing Cream was either Colors DS or Generations. Then nothing for 12 years until Dream Team. You know.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus.
Yeah, this fight still sucks, by the way.
I can't believe this is the one thing that everybody consistently said was dog shit about this game was this stupid boss fight.
Yeah.
And they didn't change any of it?
No.
Nope.
Exactly the same.
They said the thing! They said the thing!
They've been saying the thing.
Yeah, they said the thing like 3 times already.
Yeah, that's this boss in a nutshell. Man, it is still impossible to see what's going on.
I mean, it looks neat when you're not playing it and need to tell what's going on.
No, it doesn't. This is a visual mess.
I think the angriest I've ever been on this fight, though, was trying to get the achievement for doing this fight without getting hit. And realizing what they mean is that you don't take any damage from Time Eater. Because originally when I was doing this fight, I was trying to avoid everything. Like, even the debris. Because I figured, don't get hit. Like, they mean don't run into anything, avoid all the projectiles, and don't get hit by a Time Eater. What they mean is don't get hit by Time Eater. You can run into the debris just fine and still get the achievement.
Wait, so Johnny,
I felt so fucking
based
angry.
on that thing, when he sent out those little screws, can you get hit by them, or do you mean Time Eater has to physically hit you to lose?
No, if the attack comes from Time Eater or if he tries to physically hit you, you have to avoid those. But everything else you can get hit by just fine. Like the debris, all the other obstacles that don't damage Sonic, essentially.
You can't get rings.
You can get hit by them just fine. Yeah. Don't touch the ring, Sonic.
They're moving pretty fucking fast. They might hurt if you run into them.
I think to help circumvent the issue of that is that I think the magnetic pull, because that's a carryover from Unleashed, right? I think the Dark Gaia fight did the same thing, where if you were close enough to the rings, they would pull towards you. This game does that too, but I think it needs to be a little stronger, considering how easy it is to just fly past those fucking things, and they're already hard enough to see as they are.
I think my favorite fucking thing about this boss fight is how not only do your allies not shut up, but when they do talk, their subtitles need this big fucking window that pops up.
My issue with Time Eater, and it happens a few times in these types of giant alien in the sky boss, the home and attack reticle would appear, but you can't you can't actually home and attack.
You're not closing the gap, and it's never explained. Why? It's why is there parts where I can kiss that motherfucker, and the other time I have to wait for it to attack? It's so unclear.
At least it's fairly short.
4 minutes.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's also a supersonic boss, so you're not going to lose.
I mean, there are some supersonic boss fights.
Sonic, take the fucking bow off.
I know,
the
you
hot dog, my
freak.
guy.
Sonic's one of those people who eats the Hershey Kisses with the tin foil.
Wrapper at all. What the fuck? Do you see that? Silver had a chili dog in his left hand that I don't think was there originally.
No,
and it was clearly clipping through his fingers.
It's a change where he's holding the dog directly, not in a bun or something. It's Silver.
Yeah.
I know where you come from. Food is scarce, but what the fuck, you freak? This was also a change I didn't like. They removed the Tails having that joke about the rings, and I guess that's because internally Sega were like, rings aren't canon; they're just a game mechanic. So it's like, no, fucking no, Yuji Naka, fuck you.
Do you guys not like fun?
I'm glad you're in jail.
Also, she didn't knock Knuckles into the tree.
Which I'm okay with that. I never liked that. I was like, that's you're disrespecting my boy Knuckles. I don't care for that at all.
Yeah, Knuckles just being a walking punchline just doesn't jive with the series anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that it's good to have a character who is comic relief, but the character's only purpose can't just be comic relief. They do have to do other stuff.
Of all the
well.
of all the lines I thought he'd change, I really thought the "Enjoy your future" was going to be great. Was going to be changed because that was a fucking meme for a while. Like, not really, mate. Let's be honest, not really. And I just want to say, I checked at the end. My voice is still in this game, so if anyone wants me to sign their copy, I will happily do so.
What was it? The
Summer of Sonic. It was recorded. There was a Summer of Sonic and a Sonic Boom, where they recorded every one of those two events saying "Happy Birthday, Sonic," and that still played. I guess someone told me there was a rumor that they had gotten all of the previous Sonic voice actors to say it instead, and I'm like, there's no fucking way Sega would pay for a voice actor to come in for one line at the end of the credits. Like, that's not like Sega, notorious cheap bastards when it comes to like they're paying their actors and shit. So like, no, that was never gonna happen.
I need Roger Craig's to say "Happy Birthday, Sonic," and then we're just gonna double it like 8 fucking times and change the octaves to make it look like it's an audience full of people.
I mean, everyone who did new voice acting for the Shadow Generations part only got paid $5 because the rest had to go to Keanu Reeves, who's only saying 5 lines. And all of those lines are just taken from old Bill and Ted movies.
Wait, is that like confirmed? Because at the time of this recording, the Sonic movie 3 isn't out yet.
No. So Keanu Reeves is officially voicing him in the movie, but there is DLC coming for Shadow Generations, and I want to say December 12th, where you will play as Movie Shadow, voiced by Keanu Reeves.
Wait, really?
In like an exclusive like Tokyo level or some other shit. Yeah.
You're not like memeing on me. This is
He's being
Ted,
genuine.
I mean, like, you probably didn't watch it, but it was revealed in a trailer at the last Sony State of Play. It was the same day as the Sonic Central, where everyone was like, okay, that was a bunch of nothing, and then like an hour later, Sony was like, oh yeah, by the way, fucking Keanu Reeves is going to be in this Sonic game, and everyone was like, what the fuck was that? Why wasn't that in the fucking Sonic Central? Like, the coolest bit of news you guys have had in months, and you let fucking Sony reveal it? What the hell?
Sony was desperate. They're like, we need something after Concord bombed. We need something to give our fans.
Keanu Reeves, people like Keanu Reeves in that Cyberpunk game. Quick, put him in a Hedgehog game now.
Maybe people will pay $800 for a PS5 with no disc drive if we put Keanu Reeves into Shadows.
I am still, you joked, Ted. I would have happily put the $700 down if Sonic Superstars was one of the games that we better optimize for the PS5 Pro.
Is it not optimized for the PS5?
It is, but those games were like, these games are going to run even better on the PS5 Pro, and if Sonic Superstars was included, I would have bought another one. Because that game deserves more adequacy.
That isn't exactly where I was expecting that to go.
Is the original Sonic Generations playthrough your most viewed Let's Play on the channel?
It is our most popular video. This part 1, yes.
Well, just playthrough in general, because like obviously like every Let's Play starts strong and then trickles down. I want to say Generations is probably one of our most consistently strong, just in terms of commentaries that people revisit.
But
that was so long ago.
9 of our top 10 videos of all time are Sonic related, so
that's not surprising.
Everyone needs to know that trickle-down viewonomics does not work, all right? We tried it in the 80s, it doesn't work now.
So our number 1 most popular video is Sonic Generations Part 1. Number 2 is our Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them movie.
That's right. I remember Lewis telling
because
me this
people
story,
keep on clicking on it thinking it's the full movie. Even though it says movie commentary right there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Please tell me the comments it's just people angry at you nerds for not having the.
Oh, it is. It really is.
Yeah,
Actually, it just
yeah.
is, yes.
A lot of people
I'm gonna go
were
post
looking
it
for
there
the
tonight.
actual movie. I'm just like, well, we sure did make a lot of money, question mark, off those idiots, so I can't complain. But at the same time, my faith in humanity is a little damaged.
Yeah, but out of our top 10 most popular videos, 3 of them are from Sonic 06 playthrough. So,
That's
sorry,
not surprising, though.
Sonic Generations.
I think across all of us here, like our most popular shit is Sonic related in some form or fashion.
The first gameplay video.
No, Clement,
to be
none of it.
here-
Oh yeah, yeah, it's like not Clement. Clement's the
None
outlier
of his,
because
none of his Sonic videos passed 1 million views. You suck, Clement.
Damn right, I'm a Tekken guy now.
Yeah.
Mortal Kombat got 1 million views. I don't know why, but it did.
Mega Man X6, funnily enough, is our first Let's Play to in the popular. After our Sonic Genesis Part 3 thumbnail has the freaking Game Boy player in the overlay.
You're welcome for X6, by the way.
After 15 years, Clement was like, friendship with Sonic the Hedgehog done. Friendship with Tekken now, yes please.
I'm going to level with you. Doria!
I need you, come in. I need you. I need your next video essay to be about Croc.
I'll keep it in consideration.
The weirdest thing about your Tekken videos, I see people like post videos reacting to your Tekken video. And it's like,
I know,
what?
that's weird. I got reactors now. It's like, what the fuck?
Well, not even mention. It's like I'd imagine it's like because you essentially discovered an entirely new audience, and you're effectively rebranding the channel in some form or fashion because of that. Because it's just infinitely more successful and all that sort of shit. Like, do you find yourself dealing with the outlier of like, oh, he did Let's Plays back in the day too, and like when people comment on that sort of shit?
You know, I get a lot of comments that are like, wow, I didn't know you were still making videos. I used to watch you all the time like 5-10 years ago. I swear, I get so many people who are just like, I stopped watching YouTube. I can't believe you're still doing this. And I'm like, neither can I.
You fucking nerd. You're still doing this. Clement.
You know what? That reminds me of the people like, oh yeah, no, you'll grow out of Pokemon someday, and it's just like, oh really, huh? I wish I did.
My mother said that about Sonic the Hedgehog 20 years ago. Shows what you know, mother.
I'm actually curious, and like I mean, absolutely fucking 100% sincere when I say this. That when this starts going up and people see their subscription fees, like, dude, BrainScratch is still doing shit.
Yep, dude, you're just a now they're just playing cutscene bits. Okay, it was just I randomly saw CG Sonic Adventure 1 Sonic.
One of the frames they picked was Tails almost blinking. Good job, guys. Whoever picked out the stills for this. Wait, everyone be quiet. You can clearly still hear me.
What the hell? But the freeze frame of Sonic they picked there.
I'm just gonna say it. You know, this game, 1 million copies day one. Frontiers didn't do that because I wasn't in the game. This game did it. No, FTA's in the fucking game. No wonder. I'm not surprised. Again, every line in this cutscene is exactly the same, but the voice acting is so much worse. Like, why was this scene re-recorded? It's just. Ugh.
Wasn't it longer in the original?
Nope, it's exactly the same.
Huh.
And again,
Do we ever win? Yes, in Sonic Riders.
Exactly. Why did it?
I want a carpet.
Why did it? Again, of all the stupid references, you think that's the one they would have put in here to actually change?
You know, I think Eggman is at least smart enough to know that didn't count.
No, he completely achieved his goal. He wanted to find the treasure of the Babylonians. He did. He had no idea what the treasure was. He didn't realize it'd be a shitty rug. That doesn't matter. He technically won. That if you know. You know for a fact Eggman the real Eggman, or like the one in the comics, would hold it over Sonic's head every fucking chance he got. You didn't win them all, Sonic. Remember that rug I got? Remember that rug I got? Fuck you, I still have it in my carpet. I still have it in my living room. Fuck you, I won that time.
That would be a great callback.
I'm so alone.
That's a really fucking weird end of the part.
Time to get edgy.